Me again. I know there's been like another break, but yes, unfortunately, I was self-isolating last week and my driving instructor couldn't make it as well, so yes, that resulted in another break, but it wasn't so bad. So let's get into it. Today's highlights. How did I feel about having a driving lesson today? I was a bit nervous, much just because every time I have a break, I feel like my driving gets worse, and I don't like that in particular. But yeah, it was all right. Drove off. He did warn me in advance that the roads were quite busy today, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to do lots of stop and start traffic. I don't really enjoy it. But one street road we went down was so clear. I was like, wow, this is so clear, which was nice. Yeah, the highlight of today's lesson is that I went on a dual carriageway. I was like, oh, we're going on a dual carriageway? Well, first, we went on one dual carriageway, and he was like, oh, the limit's only 30 miles per hour. I was like, okay, that's fine. But then you meant to go down another way, but then there was a lot of traffic, so he told me to go down this other way that actually led me to an actual dual carriageway that was like 40 miles per hour. And it wasn't that bad, like, I was just driving fast, like 45 miles per hour. I didn't want to go too fast, so I could have gone to 50, but I just didn't feel like it, so I just stayed at 45. It was all right, it was decent. I was just driving. I was like, yeah, cool. I've actually have been on one in my early days of driving, but I wasn't actually driving the car, which my driving instructor now, he said that doesn't actually make sense. So yeah, that was all right. And then we went to this roundabout that I have been to before, but there was just so much going in my brain already, just getting off the carriageway, that I was just like, whoa. But my driving instructor helped me just get like the right position, and yeah, that wasn't too bad either. Just need to stay in one lane and just signal when I need to signal and keep going and keep going and keep going. And yeah, my driving instructor said I did quite well in both things. And he was just keep telling me to go in because I'm quite like a hesitant driver, which I'm trying to get rid of, but obviously it's going to take time. Did turn around the road, which wasn't bad. That was good. Did that. But it was in a road where cars are actually coming down, so I actually had to like pay attention to that, and I accidentally did actually go when one of them was going to go, but I also thought that they were going to wait for me to do that. But then it just feels like more pressure, isn't it, when a car's waiting there? So yeah, so that happened, but he said that I did that quite well by myself anyway. So yeah, we're just driving. Like going to new roads doesn't really scare me anymore. So that's really showing me that exposure theory is like where it's at. Really, you just need to keep exposing yourself to those scary scenarios and just like keep going. Because I think by doing that, it's kind of made me feel more relaxed about going to new roads and new areas. I'll just be like, oh, where are we? Cool. Did some downshifting. That's still the bane of my life. Still just completely, my brain just explodes from that. But I did realize that, it's really difficult for me to have equal concentration on like everything. For me, I just have a really intense concentration on one thing and then that's it. Which isn't really good because in driving you need to concentrate on everything else. But then I always end up concentrating on like things I don't need to concentrate on, essentially. Like, oh, right turn. Okay, I need to make sure my position is right. Me not acknowledging that there's actually a car coming, so I'm not going to be able to turn right anyway. But yeah, I think I've just accepted that it's going to take me a little bit more time to multitask. Because that should be difficult for me personally. And with my dyslexia assessment hopefully coming in the new year, I'll finally be able to put systems in place that will really help me out with that. But yeah, overall driving was okay. Yeah, I felt like relaxing. Like I felt sort of relaxing, like especially everything that's going on. It was just nice to have a drive and concentrate on everything. Just something, because I feel like with driving, like when I'm driving, like there's nothing I'm really else thinking about. So it was good to just get away from that as well. But yeah, overall it was quite a good lesson. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably have another lesson next week, maybe possibly during the day, because I feel like I've not driven during the day since summer, so it will be really nice to drive where I can actually see. I also wore my glasses this driving lesson. I think it actually kind of helped. Like I felt like I could see things a lot better. I don't know, it might be like a placebo effect, but I do have astigmatism, so this probably helped my eyes just settle themselves a little bit. So maybe I'll continue wearing my glasses to drive in. Um, and just help with all of that. But yeah, yes, you guys have had a good 2 weeks of driving, and I hope you guys are staying safe as well. And yeah, I'll see you next week, and yeah, I hope you all have good lessons. But